Hi, my name is Miranda, and this is my tips for self-care during the holiday season. So as you know, the holidays are an incredibly stressful time between planning events, food prep, managing family dynamics. There's a lot that is on our plates, and it's really hard to find the time to put ourselves first. So today I wanted to talk about a few tips that I learned along my way in my journey in order to prioritize self-care. Back when I wasn't taking care of myself all that well, I was eating unhealthfully, I was stressing out all the time, I had headaches, chronic stomach pain, and my body was trying to tell me that there was something wrong and that I needed to prioritize my health. And it got to the point where I was in the doctor's office and I knew that I had to make a change. So the way that I started to prioritize self-care in my life was by taking little things and little habits that I could stack onto my day-to-day to make these little changes in my life that had maximum impact. So here are a few tips that I would recommend to implement during the holidays. The first thing I would look at is time blocking your calendar. So when I look at my calendar for the week on Sunday night or Monday morning, I take a look at the entire week and I see all of my work conflicts that are up there. But then I start to take a look at what do I want to accomplish for myself during this week? Do I want to take a bath? Do I want to prioritize exercise? How about taking walks or speaking with friends or family? I take those into account and I start to time block on my calendar when I can accomplish those personal tasks. And at first it feels a little bit strange because you don't want to be constricting yourself or constricting your personal life onto your calendar. But when it actually happens and when that time comes up on your calendar, it actually feels like so much freedom because you have dedicated this specific time to a date with yourself, which feels really nice. So that's the first thing I recommend is calendar blocking. The second thing that I recommend is when things become stressful during the holidays, instead of reacting, what I try to do is take some time for deep breath work. And what that does is that it gives me a time to pause where my body can catch up with my mind and reset before reacting to a situation. So a specific breathing technique that I really love is called the 4-7-8 breath. And it's really effective because it helps your nervous system completely reset when you're stressed out so that you can immediately feel calm in your body. So what it is that you inhale for 4 counts, you hold your breath at the top for 7 counts, and then you exhale for 8 counts. And what I typically do is when I'm in a stressful moment, I will breathe for the 4-7-8 breath for 10 full breaths. And after that happens, it's like my whole body that was like super tense before just completely relaxes. It's actually amazing. Feels like a miracle. So I would definitely recommend that. The next technique that I would recommend for stress during the holidays is journaling. If journaling is not in your practice, I would highly recommend just finding a journal online that speaks to you and ordering one. Having it by your bedside can be a really nice thing because before you go to sleep and you have all of these anxieties that are coming up, it helps just to write down a couple of what those anxieties are in your journal so that you're actually not circling those thoughts while you're trying to sleep, but they're already out of your brain. And you can do that at any time of day. The last tip I have for you today is habit stacking. So back when I was eating unhealthfully and stressing myself to death, I was unsure of how to make these small changes in my life that would have a maximum impact, and I discovered habit stacking. So what that is when you go through your normal routine, when you really pay attention to yourself as you go through the day, there are these little things that you do every single day. And instead of trying to add things to your routine, what you should do is think about what in your routine can you replace healthy things with. So I'll give you an example. After I eat dinner at night, I usually have these late night sugar cravings, which I feel a lot of us do. So instead of going for something sweet, which I would normally do, I actually turn to Organifi's Gold chocolate. And it's a delicious treat that actually is good for you and is not going to prevent me from sleeping at night. It's actually going to help me relax and aid in my sleeping. So I still get that really yummy chocolatey craving that my body really wants at that late time at night, but I know that it's healthfully doing something for me versus the reverse. So I really enjoy that, and I highly recommend trying it out because it's so relaxing and it just makes me feel like I'm treating myself, which I am because I'm doing something that's really good for my body. So I hope that you enjoyed our session today on any self-care rituals that you can do during stressful times in the holidays. Would love to help one figure out new strategies, so feel free to let me know if you need.